everyone, and welcome to Gierok Farms. In today's video, we are going to be topping off the silo. Dad and Mason yesterday filled it most of the way, but it does settle, so we're going to top it off today. We got 2 loads to chop, and starting off here, we figured we'd show you this field now that we have it all opened up. Talk a little bit about the corn. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoy the video. All right, so this is one of our main flat corn fields here on the farm. It's been corn on corn forever. Now that we got to the center here, the cobs are looking pretty nice. There's not a whole lot of tip back like we were seeing earlier.
This is probably, I think, 92, so that would have been my first crop here since I bought this. Kind of a drier summer. We did probably different tillage than what they were doing in the past. Moldboard plowed it and everything. Probably better weed control, but anyway. The neighbor that lives next to this farm, he was so impressed on the crop that was in this field. And then this year, I gotta say, it's there again. So just down in here a little bit, it gets wet, and it's usually, you know, shorter and stuff. It's just how it is. And this year, it shows very little. And I could tell by the way the horsepower of the motor, you know, how it's bogging down. So we're in the A range, and some years you can't go as fast as other years. Well, the corn is heavier. That's a good sign. And I mean, this year can't complain. And we should see compared to 2 weeks ago. See a little milk just to there, just on the tip yet. So for us, I like this. This is the way I want to chop it. The thing is that's not so appealing is all this, what you call it.
Yeah, I got some fungicide pressure, some blight, and some rust.
That's something. And then up here, and looking at this from the hill or from the, you know, looking back, you'd think it's middle of October or like it froze or something. So it gets you concerned about the moisture, you know, for as far as filling silo. Even under the chopper, if you park the chopper like we park it in the shop since we're done, there's almost like a puddle of juice under there, you know, through the processor, and in that back auger you get some stuff leaking out. And this year's none of that, so I don't think our silo is going to be leaking, even though it's a small one. So maybe it don't matter, is we got the yield here already, and this is all going to be cow feed. We do not sell corn. I have bought corn a handful of years since I've been here from neighboring farms, but last year we bought some of your crop, so but it's all going to go through cows, some make beef and milk.
Quick little look at the corn. We're gonna get that chopper fired up and show you guys some action. some good footage for you guys up close and personal with the chopper. For the second load here, I'm gonna send the drone up for you and give you a bird's eye view. So hope you guys enjoy that. Mid video here, I want to remind you, check out GierokFarms.com. Get yourself one of these awesome hats. But anyways, let's keep things rolling here. Man, isn't it fun watching that chopper run through the field? She's a unit, that's for sure. She's done really well for us this corn silage harvest. That 7810 John Deere and that big Gehl chopper, that's been a great combination for us. So Anyways, he's got that second wagon filled. I'm gonna hop in the 1066 here. We're gonna go get that first wagon, and then we'll meet him up in the yard and start filling the silo again. Little bit left. I gotta take the spout off so it relocates it, because everything kind of pile up on this end. So you guys are gonna want to know it's a 12 by 40, and it goes below the barn floor about this far besides, so it don't look that big from here. So these are 16 footers. If they're filled full, probably 11 to 12. That's what's settling, you know, that would fit in here. And I mean, this is just summer feeding, so we're feeding now. October we open our pile, so the rest of September we'll be feeding out of here, feed it down a few doors, and then what we do is when we do our hay in the spring, so we end up closing our big pile, we start feeding out of the silo. So virtually 4 months this silo feeds the cows, corn silage plus their pasture, supplement a little baled hay if needed. So that's how it works. I got to get up there.
be like 4 to 5 ton in there. I'm not exactly sure. It depends on the moisture of the feet. This is quite a steep incline. He's going to be spinning a little bit. She'll take it. She's heavy. See if he gets this in here in one shot. With the chopper, so I just filmed it. That don't happen every day.
I'll just take it by the bull. There's only a couple of. If you guys heard that, it pretty much all fit. We got them 2 in there. We got a little in the front of it here that we're just gonna unload by
maybe in about half an hour this will go up.
We're gonna unload the rest of it in front of the heifers and the dry cows in our bull barn there. It's maybe only like 3-4 wheelbarrows, if that. It's a farmer's version of confetti right there. Those corn leaves blowing out the top. It's like a New Year's party, but in September. All right, we got those 2 chopper boxes up and into the silo. That was a good feeling. Dad definitely knows what he's doing, that's for sure. When it comes to filling that silo, he's done it a couple times and it shows. He knew exactly how much he was gonna need off the field in order to fill that thing. He's got a pretty good gauge of what it takes to fill that. So anyways, we are gonna end off the video. Thank you all for being part of the journey. Without you guys watching, we wouldn't be putting out videos as often as we do, and I really mean that. We appreciate the atmosphere and the family that we've kind of created with you guys in the comment section, and the letters we've gotten from you guys, and the direct messages on Facebook and Instagram. We love all that stuff. I think one of the best parts about making these videos and putting them out there is learning from the community that we've created, and conversing together, and being passionate or learning about something that we enjoy. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next one.